Hi and welcome. I'm going to play the Giga by Carlos de Seixas. It's an ABRSM piece on the 2019-2020 syllabus and it's a grade 3, piece A2. Let's think through now some of the details of this jig. It's in compound time. It's in 6/8. Compound time meaning that the beat, let's say that was our beat, is split into 3. Ba 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 ba, rather than 2, which is much more common. So da 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 da. Da, da, da. I think we've got to feel that beat really strongly, and our left hand will help us to do that because it's playing on the beat with those dotted crotchets. Rest. I'm making sure I really feel that sense of pulse. It is, after all, a dance. And if my dancers need to be able to dance to it, the rhythm needs to be really strict. And then in the right hand, I think we don't want it to be really smooth. Neither do we want it to be really staccato, but somewhere in between the two, a sort of detached style. Did you notice that I swapped the finger on that F? I like to do that whenever I'm repeating, not always, but when I'm repeating a note. It helps with me making sure that the notes are really clear. And then in bar 3 we have got some notes that are linked up. And then that recurs later on as well, doesn't it? The left hand of the second line, let's have a look at that. So that's going to be a passage which the rhythm and the notes need a bit of working out. Here it is one more time. And if I put the right hand over the top of that, coordinating that will be tricky. At the end of that line, we've got an A major chord going on, a bit like an arpeggio, isn't it? It's running down the piano. And then back up again. And you notice I didn't play the repeats because we don't in the exam either. And then the second half, the B section from bar 13, we've got a slightly different idea. And the last notes of that phrase were smooth, weren't they? And then the same thing again, but just one note lower. And that's called a sequence. Very, very common in Baroque music of the 18th century. Let me go from bar 13 again. I think this bit needs to be quite strong, because now we've been asked to play it quietly. Well, all these indications, by the way, they're not the composer's, but they're given to us by the editor, and bearing in mind we're getting ready for an exam, I think we need to do them. So then quietly. Now the right hand here, this fingering is quite tricky, isn't it? 2, 1, 2, 5, 4, 2. Oh, and that may be quite awkward. Might need a bit of practice. 5, 4, 1, 5, 4, 2. So it's 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 1, 5, 4, 2. That's not easy at all, really quite difficult. If I go from there, notice that the left hand, I'm not linking up those notes. Make sure you land on that, the start of that bar really, really together. Here we go. And I've changed some of the fingering, haven't I? Fingering, everybody must do their own thing to an extent. And my hands are the size they are and they can do what they can do, so I find sometimes different fingerings suit me better. But don't follow my fingering blindly, please. Always remember that this is a dance and it's got to be quite vivacious and exciting. And so here it is again. I'm just going to play it to you nice and fast. You certainly don't need to play it at this speed in the exam, but here we go.